Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to My Mini Homestead. I just want to wish you all a Happy New Year's. So today is January 4th, so it's Sunday, and I'm out here in the garden. I want to get the potting shed wrapped up. Took a few days off. New Year's Eve, had a couple of friends over, played some games, and then had a brunch on Thursday with other friends. So it's been a really enjoyable holiday. So I thought, now that it's a new year, it's like, let's talk about what's coming this year. It can't get worse than last year. So it's like, okay, going forward, what do I need to get done? And where are we going from here? So let's take a look at the lower garden here and what I still need to get done. So to start off with, the outdoor stuff that's supposed to be covered by insurance hasn't happened, which is all the grass out there needs to come out. Water lines will need to go in. Underneath the deck needs to be checked, and there's dirt that went in there because of the flooding. And then we thought it was going to happen a lot sooner. What was all along here, I had the plastic down and gravel down. All of that got torn up because the clay was just horrible underneath. And there was clay on top of the fabric, and you stepped on it. If it was wet, you just slid. And I was afraid myself, or mom, more so mom, was going to fall on it. And so right now what it is there's a bunch of clay in here too. So if you step on it, you slip and you slide. I'm going to try to get a hold of the insurance company this week to find out what the plans are. So that we can get this done. I have a feeling it's not going to happen until like March or April just because of the weather. I am very much looking towards that getting done. So because the fabric got pulled out of here, I don't have my pots running all the way along. So again, that needs to be fixed up, fabric put down, cleaned up, and the pots will go in here all the way along there, and I will have flowers in all of these this year, as well as I plan on putting the pots, 2 pots at the end of every bed so that I have flowers here as well. Crocuses are still growing. Now we have, for the last 2 weeks, we had it was frozen, every night was frozen. We actually got down to minus 11 Celsius. The last, I guess, 5 days, we finally got above freezing. And that is during the day we've been above freezing. So that's been quite nice. And I think we're supposed to stay above freezing for the next week or 2. Oh yeah, yuck, into the clay. So all of these pots got moved up here because of what was happening down below. So everything needs to get moved around. I got T-posts here. I need to figure out where I'm going to put my cattle panels in. I need to pull out the old portulaca. And then of course I've got my 2 towers of green stock. And I think one of them will go on the deck with herbs and lettuce and things like that. So we just have to walk out the door. We can grab some stuff for salad. So I'm going to wait and see. This one here, I need to get for my raspberries up. You can see they're all curved everywhere because I haven't got there. Was going to get it done, but then we hit that freezing, and I'm like, I'm not going outside to work while it's freezing. So some of the beds have settled. It is new compost and stuff. But I think other than this one here, I will top it up, and something's growing in there. But these ones, I will leave them where they are. I won't top them up this year because, that is amazing compost that I got in there. Most of that is out of my garden bed. And I just got to pay attention to, I will be pulling weeds as we go. I think that's just laying there, yeah. And then, weeds, I will keep pulling them as they grow this winter. And I'll take my weed thingy to it and get that done too. Now, as I'd mentioned before, you would have seen in my video, this is where I planted garlic. Let me get down to the end of the beds so we can look back at it. You can see, like right now, see that footprint? That's all the clay from the flooding. So it's really, really yucky right now. So, okay. So let's see, back up. Whoopsie. So my plan is, oh man, I got mud all over my shoes. This bed here right in front of us, that's got the garlic in it. The bed down there is going to be cucumbers. And those are my Ukrainian cucumbers. They make the best pickles. So really, really good. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm putting in these beds yet. I think I'm going to put my cherry tomatoes on this trellis on both sides. Oh, I know what. Okay, so in with the garlic bed there too, the one in the middle there. That is also going to be beets. Carrots are going to go in here. And then let's see, that is tomatoes. And then I'm going to do green beans in the last one. I'm just waiting for my seeds to come in. I'll have those. The last bed will be broccoli. And then the smaller bed in the back will be cauliflower. And the bigger bed back there will be cabbage. And then I think in between the beds, so that I have shade and stuff, I'll have lettuce planted and things like that. We're only going to put in a few potatoes this year. Maybe that's what I'll do with that small bed. We don't eat wax and wax of potatoes. We like our rice and stuff like that. So this bed will probably be potatoes. Now up here, oops, mud. I'm going to plant both of these beds in peas. So both of these beds are going to need to be topped up. They sank down quite a bit. So as I said, both of these will be peas. We love our peas, frozen peas. And then what's going to happen is I'll plant some other things in here, this bed here, midsummer. I'll get a good crop in there. I'm not sure yet what. There's a really good chance this will become a flower bed, and this is definitely going to become a flower bed. This is where I'm going to plant my Canterbury bells. They're so beautiful, and because they're a biannual, I'll start them, I guess, end of July, 1st of August, sometime in there, and then as we get closer to the fall, I'll end up planting them out. I'll probably plant some inside as well. We are a sown 6, so they should be perfectly fine out here. And then the following year, I will plant another crop of them in there, and then they should just self-seed and they should just come back year after year. I'm trying to do flowers that are different than what most people have around here. So, oh, we'll go back down. So that's how the garden's looking. I mean, I'm so happy with the garden. And really with the 2 beds or the 2 rows of raspberries out of there, I can grow a lot in those 4 beds. So not everything is bad. I mean, I did lose beds up top, but we'll see how it goes. So we're going to go down to the very end, and I would have mentioned it before, but I'll touch on it now since I'm talking about, I wonder what this is. I've got weeds growing. Those I got to get out. So my blackberries are all ready to go. So we did have 2 rows last year. The back row just did not grow as well as the front row. And so now I've got them all staked up, and it looks really, really nice. I mean, for the first couple of years I used bamboo. It did its job for what we had. Now this is permanent. And then down in here, right about there, I have rhubarb planted. And I'm going to put one more right about here. But that one I'm going to plant in the spring because I wanted to make sure that far one would survive. And really for the 2 of us, all we need is 2. Now what I might do also is put pots along the fence here as well and grow more flowers. I love the white fence, and colorful flowers against it can look really nice. But I really want to pull the pollinators in. Now, behind my potting shed is like fairly neat and tidy. So where all my bigger pots are stacked up. And I do have lumber tarps under there. Nugget wandered in. Oh, there's Missy. Are you going to say hi, Missy? Are you going to say hi? Nugget, you going to say hi? Yes. Okay, so I will bring out the lumber tarps a bit farther out here to the edge. But here I have all the weed suppressant fabric. Right now I have my compost bags in here that I use for leaves, etc. This year we went from leaves haven't really fallen off the tree to snow. That was the end of November. So this year I just didn't have time to get out there and get leaves. And right now in here is the middle one is all my hoses and stuff that came from the upper garden. And then I'll use them on other beds and then starting the compost. So it's going to take me a couple of years probably to get these 3 really rotating and going. And what I'll probably do is go and pick up a load of compost and dump it in this first bin so that I have it and I can use that. And over here is this all has to come out. And what I did, I'll show you. Is I put garden fabric down here, and then the gravel that was here, moved it in here. I will move the rest of it. I'm gonna burn the fabric, wrap it around the posts, and then somehow, I'm not sure, I will hook it to the fence all along here as well. Hopefully that'll stop the gravel, whatever, the dirt on the hillside coming in and under, but it also will make a really nice pathway for me to walk along here. Okay, so last thing down here. It's because I'm working in the potting shed and they had to clean it out. I have a whack of stuff in here. And so stuff has moved from one area to the other. So this is what I will be working on. Getting this all cleaned up and getting it ready. And then my plan is, I got peppers hanging on the pepper plants because I dug them up. There, we're closed. So those are the peppers that I will be planting. But what I plan, let's go down to the other end. I got to dig up all these weeds still. I didn't have time to get that finished. I need to cut the glads all back. Have they quit blooming? I think I got some purple ones there that have survived the cold, but okay. So this all needs to be cleaned out. And then next winter, fall, what I plan on doing is having a mini greenhouse inside the greenhouse. We get a lot of shade. We don't get a lot of sunshine because of the mountains here. And so I want to build a little mini greenhouse there that I can take apart, put back together, have lights in it so that the plants are getting enough light so that I can have stuff growing outside in the garden. So that's the plan for in here. And so I'm starting renos in the house tomorrow. So it's probably like, this isn't a big rush. It's sitting here. I mean, all I'll need is my potting soil and stuff like that to get my seedlings going, but that's it for now in here. So those are the plans for the lower garden this year, and my plan, everything sort of went sideways last year, of course. It's unbelievable, we're in 2026, and like I said, everything went sideways, but I want this done, but part of it is I have to wait for the insurance to get done. Oh, and I forgot too, like all the rows, I cleaned out all the mulch that was in here. And all of that went into the bottom of the beds because there was clay in them. So again, the insurance was supposed to cover that. But I mean, I can't wait forever. And so I just did it so it was done. So gravel will go all over here. Like this will all be gravel. And then in amongst the beds will be gravel. And it should look really good once it's done. So that's the plan. So I'm going to say goodbye for now from My Mini Homestead, and I'm going to do up a couple more videos about the other two parts in the garden, what I plan on doing there, and show you what the potting shed looks like once I got it all done. So that's it. Bye everybody, and Happy New Year.